don't have the problem anymore, which we have right now with a lot of PMF studies, that we cannot not evaluate the studies from the abstracts because it's not 100% written with which waveforms, with which frequencies, and with which intensities these studies are done. And the reason for that is because there are not so many units on the market where a researcher can take and utilizing studies. Another development, so this sounds cool, huh? Yeah. It's gonna come, I tell you. It's gonna come for sure.
7CR?
Pardon?
7CR?
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. We will check this out. I don't know yet. We will see. But the Omnium will not be replaced, not at all. We will also further develop the Omnium. We think about adding additional tools in the nearest future. I will come up with this particular news once a little bit more is out. But I just wanted to share with you that we are really looking forward to develop more and more and more. And because I have the prototypes, I know that it's work, I feel comfortable to share it with you, that it's going to come out. So this is pretty cool. And yeah, what's next? Yes, we did a very interesting project with the FDA in the USA. You know that most of the companies are afraid of the FDA because they stay under the radar, they don't want to get in touch with them. We did exactly the opposite. We went to the FDA and said, here we are, Swiss Bionic, we are listed with you. We pay $7,000 every year listing fee. This is the fee, what you have to pay to get your product listed with the FDA, and it's an annual fee. $3,500 for the office, for the local office in the US, and $3,500 for the manufacturer, which is Swiss Bionic in Switzerland. So they get $7K from us, and we don't get any service in return for that. It's just listing. So we went, we tried to approach them many times, they never answered, and then we figured out there is an organization in the US which is called AdvaMed. I'm not sure if you heard about them, AdvaMed. It's kind of a organization which is the consultant between medical device manufacturers and the FDA. So we became a member of them, and we told them the issue we have. The biggest issue with PMF in the US is the following: there is no product code under which you can list PMF devices properly with the FDA. And the problem is, if you cannot do this, you have to become creative. You have to look which product codes they provide, and you have to look for the best of it, which nearly matches what you're doing. By the way, everything comes always down to the intent of use. So the intent of use, which is in your owner's manual, this is the crucial credo from the manufacturer, which the FDA, and by the way also Health Canada, takes for granted when it comes to legalizing and to classify a medical device. So if you do a certain claim in your intent of use, that you have a system curing cancer, they will come to you and say, you make this intent of use, please prove that your system can do this. So you have to provide a study, clinical, prospective, double-blind, placebo-controlled, a so-called 1A study, in order to get either pre-market approval, this is how it's called with the FDA in the US, or a Health Canada classification. And then, if you can prove that it works, they will grant you the certificate. This is how it works. So the intent of use is the key. And according to the intent of use, you can lay out your marketing. So if your intent of use is that you have a wellness device and you provide improvement in overall well-being and restoring energy or whatever, you probably have no problem with the FDA and no problem with Health Canada, because there is no specific medical claim, and then you are good to go. So based on our problem, not finding the right product code, and it's really funny, just wait a second. In the USA, there's a product code, it's called ISA, and this is, it's a device for electrical massage. And this is right now how the IMRS and the Omnium One are listed with the FDA. Because It's a class 1 device. It doesn't need a pre-market approval. It doesn't need a 510K. The intent of use is to reduce pain and inflammation.